Let's talk Grout. So, while I've been on this Christmas period of having some time off and a bit of a thinking about the year just gone, what I've been thinking about is Grout. Sad as I know as it is, but just these things mull around in your head a little bit. So, Grouts, what are we all using for Grouts nowadays? Now, I've been through quite a few different ones. I've tried the epoxies, the two-part resins, the tile Grouts. Tried a couple of different ones, and I know there's going to be issues with everything that you have, and I just know that some people like swear by certain ones, but what is everyone using nowadays? Because I've had so many problems this year with different ones. So when I started laying, so I'm talking about the porcelain side of slabs at the moment, but when I started laying porcelain, it was tile grout, exterior tile grout is what we used to use. So I've actually got some here just to show you. This is just Aspects Easy Grout brand, but they're more of a solid colour, cement based. So we were using them, and the only reason we went off them is if sometimes an inconsistency with colour, dry weather which was needed, and they're being cement based, they were prone to cracking and discolouring. So we just kind of veered away from it a little bit. So then we went on to the epoxies. Now, I don't know if you've seen the epoxy. I've got some previous videos of it. The ones that are in the tube anyway. I know there's like Epoxy, which I think is a Mate brand. But the one about the ones in the tube, which is specifically jointed epoxy grout. Now, we were mad on that at one point. Absolutely loved it. For anyone that doesn't know, you basically wax around the joints with a anti-bonding wax. You use the gun and grout it in basically, and then you smooth it off, wait till the next day or 5 hours later depending on when you did the grouting, and then scrape it off. And at the time, I mean, it was an expensive product at the time, and still is in some ways a good product, but we had an issue with it, which was some of the joints went white. Now, I'm not going to go fully into the story of it because that's not what this video is about. We never really got down to the bottom of it why that happened, but we did clean up eventually. But you're spending so much money on the grout, it seemed a bit like, oh, we're having some issues with it, is it really worth the money? So I went on to the two-part resins. Now, I don't know if anyone used any two-part resins. I'm talking about things like Aspects Pro, which I've got some here to show you. Easy Joint Pro. As you can see, it's a bit more of a granular look. Jointed's got one which I think is called Dynamic. We've used that one. Now, they seem like pretty good products. We had a bit of an issue recently with one of them. Well, we don't actually know it was the grout, that's the thing. So there was, like, want of a better word, a milky substance, I'd say even like salt kind of staining on it, which we assumed was resin because it was after we'd done the grouting, which appeared on some of the pavers. Now, we tried a resin remover, or several resin removers, and they didn't move it, so then we thought, oh, it must be salts or something like that, because when it was wet it disappeared. So anyone that knows anything about salts, usually when it's wet you can't see it. We tried a couple of F cleaners and calcium cleaners, and didn't move it, didn't shift it. The only thing that shifted it was initially anyway, was a general purpose hard floor cleaner. Now, that's shifted it a bit, but didn't fully get rid of it, and in the end we ended up finding a product which was a acrylic and a silicone remover, and that seemed to get rid of it. Why that worked and what the stain was, I don't think I'll ever find out. It's just a mystery. So, you know what I mean, and then they do tell you as well to pre-seal the paving, which I didn't, being porcelain, obviously being nearly non-porous, I thought there's no need, and I have used it, bear in mind, on a few other projects, and they didn't need sealing, and they're fine. If I do use in the future, I will use the pre-sealed product though. Just because, see if that would have helped it, if that was the cause of the stain, never know. So I've used these, they're the ones I've used this year anyway, and I don't know whether to go back to tile grout maybe. I mean, you get the, I don't know if anyone's seen the Berta cleaning machines, easy clean off of that. A lot of people are using flow point, some people are mad on flow point. Well, I've seen some social media videos recently of flow point. I think it was flow point fine. That is cracking. So imagine doing all that paving and finding some of it cracking in the grout line. You don't want that happening, do you? And anyone that's ever done a video, it always seemed a bit stressed doing it because of the time limit involved with cleaning it off. So I want that kind of stress. So I don't know where to go. I mean, I would like anyone to tell me what they're using, and if they can tell me the pros and cons of it, that'd be great. And if you've got any videos of you doing it, even better, just so I can view it. I'd like to watch videos more. And I just want to see where I might go for the future, see if there's any newer products coming out I want to try. So this is me ranting on a little bit about Grout over the Christmas period, but I'll see you in the new year.